Hey, Biscuit, over here, right there, sit.
How long did it take you to train?
Uh, Not long, honestly. It's some things he did that was super repetitive, but he realized that he was getting himself in trouble, and that trained him right there. Yeah,
Yeah,
like
what was your method of discipline?
popping.
Really? What, in the butt or in the
Yeah.
nose?
Uh, I, I I didn't really hit him in the nose, so I guess butt would be the answer, I guess.
Okay.
But definitely popping. All right, right here. This is my boy Rome. I'm your boy Lamont, and
What's up?
this is our new little podcast we're doing. This is the first episode. It's called the Man Cave. Because as you see, we're in our Man Cave. What do we do in the Man Cave? We just talk about real life,
Yeah.
right? So that's what we want to do. We want to talk about real life, from sports to current events to anything that comes up. We just want to speak about it, and I hope y'all enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, we in the Man Cave looking at the Cavs against the Raptors. I got big plans for these boys right here.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
Expectations.
yeah, I see you got the Guardians
Oh
hat
yeah,
on.
I got a rep.
Yeah.
Yeah, even though we took the L.
Yeah, we took the L, but we did what we were supposed to do.
Right.
I was hoping that we was able to steal another win right there.
Yeah.
Didn't happen.
Right.
All right, so introduce yourself to the people. Bro.
Okay. So my name is Rome. Ain't nothing, interesting about my life besides this podcast here. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate my man Lamont letting me on.
Man, I had to get you on, man. You be stirring up some controversy on social media.
I do, man.
I think sometimes you just like to hear yourself be talking.
Sometimes I like to trigger people. You know what I mean? I like to give people with ruffled feathers and everything. And make people think.
Man, some things you want me to be, he be like Michael Jordan is the fourth best player ever. You know
Oh
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
absolutely.
Ain't no way.
He's LeBron James' son.
like you really be going off the deep end sometimes. I be like, yeah, I gotta put your boy up on here, man. We got some things to say.
Yeah, bro.
But anything that been going on lately that really sparked some interest to you?
Man, you know what I mean? Like as far as current events?
Yeah.
Okay, well, the whole 50 Cent thing that you mentioned earlier got piqued my interest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely fired up to talk about that one, especially since I can relate a little bit to 50. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
Then, you know what? I was gonna talk about something first, but let's just jump into that. Then.
That's cool. Okay.
So tell me your thoughts on it, and then how do it relate to you?
So my thoughts of it is, I don't blame 50. I don't blame 50 for feeling how he feel. A lot of people like to point to his background. He wasn't in his son's life and all this stuff. I don't know that, so I can't say. From what I've seen, he taking pictures with him. Seemed like he was in the picture to some degree. So as far as the extent of it, I don't know the significance of it, but for him to get on social media and feel like he's entitled to $6,700 a month for child support. I mean, or actually saying it's not enough money is insane to me. So if I'm 50, I'm like, get my son too, for lack of a better, you know what I mean? Screw my son.
F them kids.
Yeah, F them kids, right.
But so you said it kind of triggered you because you so tell me about that.
Yeah, because my son is entitled.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
How old is your son?
He's 21 now. He'll be 22 in May.
Okay.
And I struggle with it, and I created that monster. I'll be honest. I try to give him the life that I didn't have.
Right.
I didn't want him to struggle, but
that's what we're supposed to do as parents, though.
Right.
Man, we supposed to leave a legacy for our kids.
Right. Exactly. Now that was what I was hoping, but what I'm learning is I don't know if how you feel about it, but maybe my son was supposed to struggle. You know what I'm saying? Because I think that struggling is what builds character, what makes us better, what makes us appreciate stuff. I didn't give my son that opportunity, so now I'm faced with that, and it's frustrating to deal with that right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it's a fine line that as I know, like my kids, they don't have to struggle for nothing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And they don't know black.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I still got to teach them how to work and earn for something. And that's another thing that's like difficult. You know what I'm saying? In my situation, being that my kids got that, I don't want to call it a broken home,
Mm-hmm.
but that me and their mom is not together. We was married for 10 years, so most of their life, other than the last 2 years, they only knew us to be together. And then so what she does, I wasn't even trying to go on this route, but what she does is she will give them anything they want to, but not spend as much time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
she'll be in her office and be like, "Yeah, can we get this? Yeah, y'all get this." Me over here, I give them time, and they don't get everything. I'm the strict parent.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm also the fun parent because we actually go places, we do things.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times I have to like, they be like, well, like it was a problem that over here they had to go to sleep at a certain time. Over there they don't.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Right. So I was like, well, I will extend your curfew, but for me to extend your curfew, that's a that's a benefit due to a responsibility.
Right.
So now you got to get another responsibility. So now they're responsible for cleaning their room. They're responsible for doing the dishes, putting the dishes in the dishwasher. Responsible for doing laundry. You know what I'm saying? All those things they say they want something. Well, then what you gonna do? What responsibility you gonna do? Right. So I make them kind of work for the things that they want, that's so good. They know things is not free. Yeah. But here's my thing on the 50 cent. You know what I'm saying? Situation. Now $6,700 a month. That's a lot. That's a lot of money.
That's more than what I
earn. A month. Yeah.
By myself, that's a lot more. Yeah.
But that's a lot of money. Yeah. But to us though. You know what I'm saying? Like I was listening to it a little bit. Like he was giving her $25,000 a month at a point. But then she was getting greedy. Right? She thought now that he was making more money, that she now should get more money. And so she was like, trying to say, if you'll give me more money, I'll take you to court. So he said, nah. His lawyer told him, like, you go to court. And so he took took himself to court for child support. And the court deemed it because based on their laws there, it was a percentage that it was supposed to be, or something like that. And they determined that percentage to be $6,700. So much less than what he was given.
Wow. Okay.
So he was like, see what happened when you try to be greedy. You should have been happy with that 25 racks every month. Uh-huh. So now she hurting because she went from being used to 25 racks, now getting 6,700.
Ouch.
So that's a major L.
Yeah.
Right? So she so of course now 50 is every type of deadbeat in the world because it went from 25 to 6,700. Okay. Now that's a lot.
Right.
If I went from making $2,500 a month and went all the way down to $6,700, even though that's a lot of money to us, that's not a lot of money.
That makes sense, especially if they was living at a certain standard.
Yeah.
Right.
So but that was her fault though. You know what I'm saying? So I would say that. But this is where, you know what I'm saying? This is where I blame 50. Right? Now, nobody, and my ex tried. My ex tried to put a wedge between. You know what I'm saying? She succeeded actually with my daughter.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because my daughter really not mine.
Oh.
But she was in my life. Okay. And you never knew that. You've been around my family for long. Right. But she, like, I came into her life when she was 7. Okay. So that's my daughter. Right. Nobody can tell me that that's not my daughter. In fact, me and my pops got into it one time over my daughter. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Because that's mine. Right. But now that she's 20 years old, you know what I'm saying, and we got a divorce, like she felt like she had to pick sides. And I try to make her feel like she don't have to pick sides. But she's staying with her mom, and that's really is her mom. You know what I'm saying? So it breaks my heart. It breaks my heart to no end to know that, you know what I'm saying, somebody, my first like knowing of fatherhood was that girl.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that do break my heart, but at the same time, like, she grown now. She can make that decision herself.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't force her.
Right.
I am your dad. No, you actually really do got it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But that was my place
Deep.
for what, 12 years.
Wow.
But she made the decision that she didn't want that. You know what I'm saying? And as much as that hurt, I gotta respect it.
Right, right.
But with my boys though, nothing that their mom said can say about me will resonate because they get to see me all the time. So yeah, we see videos and pictures of Marcus with his dad with 50 Cent, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it stopped because 50 was having problems with the mom. He put space between his kid. His kid. You know what I'm saying?
So you say he allowed it?
There's no way. Kids are smart. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no way his kid could feel that type of way if he was there.
Right.
Now, if he say I couldn't be there because I was trying to make money and take care of my son, because he have a lot of videos when he talk about like the shoe business he tried to do for his son and everything like that. I would have did the same thing he did with the $6,700. But if I was comfortable giving the $25,000 a month, I would minus that $6,700 from that $25,000. Put that $25,000 in a savings bond, in a 401k, and in a savings account, something to put away for my son. Just keep on going in there. She get the $6,700 because I don't know what she using the money for. Hopefully she using it for my son. But all the other money is going here. And when my son is with me, he don't need no money because I got it. You see what I'm saying? And then when he get of age, then what do you want to do with your life, son? Now he got all this money, millions of dollars.
Yeah.
If you're doing 25 from the time he was 11 to the time he's 18. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like 7 years of all that money going into an account. What you want to do?
Right.
Now we can fund it.
Well, you know what? I look at it like this. You know, like you said, your daughter was 20 years old and she's making her own decisions.
Yeah.
How old is Marquise? 25?
He's 25 now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
so
now,
point,
I understand from 20 to 25, these 5 years,
yeah.
if he made his own decision, my hands would wash from you. But the thing is, if time was spent, and he was spending time beforehand, he wouldn't. Okay. There was nothing that the mother could have said to actually make that kid, because every kid think his father is Superman. Yeah. Every boy wants to believe that, no matter how bad that father is. If that father is spending time, man, so many times I go to these father-son walks, right? And you see that you could tell the fathers that's in the kid's life all the time versus the fathers that's not always there. Okay. Because when the fathers like me and the other ones right there leave, my kids be like, "See you, Dad, bye," and want to keep on playing. Like they ain't even stunting with us. Right. But the father who's right there and the father leaving, no, Daddy, because they don't know when they gonna see their daddy next.
Damn, you know what? That's deep. Okay. You
know what I'm saying? Right. So my thought is, if 50 is doing what he's supposed to do, right?
It wouldn't be a thing.
Not a thing.
Right.
Biscuit. That's it. All right. I'm sorry about that. You know, we got it.
It's all good.
Biscuit found a new friend.
Yeah, that's my little homie.
Down.
Yeah. You know what? Honestly, since you said it, put it that way, give me some perspective on my son. Why is my son acting somewhat like a Marquise?
Now the thing is,
and I'm there. Huh? I'm in his life. I raised him.
Yeah. Now the thing is, you said he just being entitled.
Yeah.
Right?
Entitled.
Being entitled and blaming you and don't want to have a relationship with you is two totally different things. Okay. Right? Hating you, dogging you, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, right. Stuff that a mama would do, a bitter baby
mama
would do. Right.
Right. is two totally different things. Entitlement, this generation is super entitled. And it's our fault.
I blame me.
It's our fault. We're the one who, you know what I'm saying? Like, babies are narcissistic by nature, right? Why? Because they have to cry to eat, because we can't hear them. We can't, we don't know what they say. They can't talk, right? So babies are narcissistic because they have to be. They cry, I need to be changed. I cry, I'm hungry, right? But they learn that cry gets results, right? It's us, the parent, to start teaching them that crying after you can talk, now it's time to use your words, right? And the older and older they get, the less they can get based on crying, right? And if you don't be able to reel in that umbilical cord, they still gonna always be entitled because they feel like they supposed to. We train people how to treat us, including our kids.
I say that all the time.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this is it. I hate to keep on putting my kids in my family, but this podcast is about, you know what I'm saying? It's about real life, right? My kids know what they can get away with and who they can get away with stuff with, right? Like, when it's time for bed, I don't have to say time for bed. I don't. I can say, y'all know what time it is? They start packing their stuff up, doing what they had to do.
What?
And do it. With their mom, you know what I'm saying? They be like, can we get 30 more minutes? Because they know that they can. They know that they can bribe her and can get it.
Right.
You know, when they try to bribe you, they'll do stuff like this. I would ask for this, but you more likely going to say no. You know what I'm saying? I think they can do that reverse psychology on me. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. But we train people how to treat us. Or how, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Including our kids. And if you don't reel that in, then they gonna think that you're being unreasonable, not that they're being entitled.
Yeah.
You always say yes. Yeah. Why is it a no now?
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
So
you're right.
Now if you change it, then now they're gonna feel some sort of way against you, because why is you being different? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not acting funny, you acting funny.
Right. You true. Right.
Yeah.
You're right. And I guess that's where I blame myself, because I've spoiled them. I've done stuff like that. I have. And then when they get older, and then I try to make them responsible, they're looking at me like, what? When I should have been doing that when they were 8, 9 years old.
Right.
Yeah. So you got a good point. I can't even argue that, man. I can't argue that at all. As a matter of fact, I might find myself agreeing with you a lot more. And it might make for a boring podcast. These fools agreeing with each other too much. Like, this is boring. Where's another point? Yeah. So no, I feel it though. I feel it. You know what? I ain't gonna even lie to you. I can't argue nothing that you can't argue with. You know what I mean? Unless, only time that happens if, somebody's ego was involved. Right. I don't do the ego thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Like the thing is, I do understand that you know what I'm saying, a lot of the thing, like, a lot of the way Marcus feel is because of that bitter woman.
Sure. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's like her hand is going through his
mouth. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what that is.
But the thing is, like, that would never happen if he was present.
That's true though. The son would probably, Marquise would be like, you can't talk about my dad like that. You tripping.
Or even if he allowed it, because some kids don't want to get in the middle of that.
Oh, that too. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But he'll be thinking in his head, that's not dead.
Yeah.
Dad take care of me. Every time I'm there, I get whatever I want.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I enjoy my time with my dad.
Right.
But the thing is, his dad wasn't present. Like, his mom said something about, like, that she moved to another state. 50 didn't even know.
Well, you know what? Let me
because and she, like, when he found out, he was already there for over a year.
Yeah.
That means he didn't have contact with his son.
So could it be that she's the bitter baby mama that kept him away from 50.
How can you keep him away when you got when you paying child support?
You got bread.
You know what I'm saying? Because there is a decree.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
That he has to see.
That he signed. When you take yourself to child support, they lay out visitation rights, this and this. Okay. All of that is laid out. Okay. You know what I'm saying? If you decide not to do it, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's one thing. But she was still getting the money.
Okay.
If she try to if she say you can't see your son, he could take her back to court for breach of contract, and then then she'll get in trouble. Okay. They can actually take the child support. They can do a whole bunch of other stuff like that. You can't do that. Okay. You can't tell a father who's paying child support he can't see his kids. Right. Unless something that happened that the court said he can't see his kids.
Thank God I don't know how that works. You know what I'm saying?
I wish I didn't know.
I got lucky, man. My situation, I fought for my kids, and mama just kind of didn't really fight. So she it was weird as they awarded her the kids. Yeah. But she was in a situation with her ex-boyfriend, and the boyfriend didn't want no kids. Yeah, like let him have it. Yeah. Basically, that's what happened. I'm drawing my own conclusions here, but I mean, hey. Who just willingly gives up their kids? You know what I'm saying?
It be some women who be like that, like for real. My ex-wife was thinking about giving me the boys. She said, "Hey, I already raised my kids. You could have the boys." And I said, "Cool, I'll take them." Wow. But then when I guess I should have said, "No, I don't want them." Right. I guess then she'd have pushed more for me. But when I said, "Cool, give them to me," she's like. No. You can't have that. Nah. And I get a lot of child support. Nah. It ain't 67. Ain't nowhere near that one. Man. But
that's still absurd. That's another thing. I don't want to deviate from the topic, but the child support topic, I think that's a serious issue, man.
It's crazy. Like I don't understand the math of it. Yeah. And the thing is, in my case, I was willing to give her what she asked for because
without even using the system.
We didn't even use the system. I was willing to give her what she asked for. Honestly, for my peace, bro. Wow. You know what I'm saying? And I wanted us to be friends. Okay. I wanted to be a smoother situation since I knew it could be toxic because my kid, I was leaving the house. Makes sense. But I get my kids 3 days a week. She has them 4. Okay. We got shared parenting. You know what I'm saying? But I still pay a high child support fee.
So you still pay the child support plus see your kids almost 50% of the time. Yeah. That's interesting, and that's another issue that I have.
And I gave her my house too.
See what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Like, but the thing is, but she got entitled.
Of course.
Because I didn't know how, and we gonna have to, and I probably talk about this on another what you call it, how even through relationships, us men have to actually teach our wives or our counterpart how to treat us too.
For sure.
Because we've been taught for so long that the women are the prize and they this and how they, but we forget to teach them how to treat us. Right. You know that's saying happy wife, happy life. You know what I'm saying?
Every time I hear that.
And it almost make it seem as if we don't supposed to go without feelings or anything like that.
They're the worthless ones.
Right? Yeah.
The unworthy ones. Right.
Yeah.
Don't get me started on that.
But it'd be like, you better make me happy too.
Man, listen. Yeah. And you know what? Honestly, my philosophy is, I can make myself happy. I don't need my wife to make me happy.
Yeah. No, but see the thing, I don't agree with that, bro.
Okay, let me hear it. Let me hear it, and then I'm gonna hit you with mine.
Yeah. I'm responsible for making me happy. She's responsible for making herself happy too.
Exactly.
But she better make me happy.
Okay. Let me hear it.
Like honestly, like me and my girl, we about to get married. My gun against stuff. I'm sorry. Mm-hmm. Like one of the first things I said, because what I realized in a lot of my relationships that was ending, I was realized that I felt depleted
Uh-huh.
after every last one of them,
Right.
and it seemed like I helped them enhance their life,
Uh-huh.
and my life felt like I lost.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And one of the first things I told my girl, I was like, look, I bet not outgive you. I was like, if I do all the romantic stuff, if I give more gifts than you give gifts, there's a problem.
Okay.
I was like, I want gifts too.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If I do something nice for you, I want it too. Not saying it gotta be as extravagant as I do, but the thing is, if I take her out on a date, a nice date like that, why can't I get taken out? And I know it's all this whole woman's movement that be talking that irritates me to my soul. Man, that irritates me to my soul. Your man better pay all the bills, like he ain't no real man. Don't tell me, man. And it be some corny ass. Sorry, I be trying not to cut. It be some corny ass dudes who be saying it too. Right. Be like, yeah, the man. I'm a man. I pay for everything.
Like that Jackson dude. What's that Jackson?
I don't know the clown name.
I despise that guy.
Hey, but go ahead. The thing is, me and my girl pay 50-50 for everything.
Okay.
She has her account. I have my account. Then we have an account that we pay the bills and everything out of, right? Mm-hmm. My girl make more money than I do.
Okay.
So
she better take you out more than.
No, it ain't even that. You know what I'm saying?
No, I know.
But we pay 50-50. My last relationship, you know what I'm saying? Like I made more than my ex-wife.
Okay.
Right? So we paid percentages. Okay. Because I made, let's say, 60%, like 60% more than I paid 60% more bills.
Okay.
So we did.
I went to a scientific level.
Yeah, well, I'm in. I always been in finances. That's you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. so we did it that route. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And then take care of all the bills that way. And then one person don't feel the brunt of everything.
Yeah.
Right? Because like my grandmother said this thing that was sweet. That was sweet. You probably on this podcast hear me say it a couple times behind it because it was that good. She said that a relationship is never 50-50.
Never.
She said very rarely is it ever going to be 50-50.
Never 50-50.
But it better always equal 100.
That's some philosophical calculation.
Yeah, that's what she said. That's what she said. Let me tell you something. She said it's going to be sometimes where all you have to give is 30%. Then your partner better come up with that other 7%. And then sometimes she only going to be able to give you 5%. And that's when you have to come up with that 90%. Right. As long as it hit 50, being 100. Right. She said, but if you ever let somebody only get away with 30% and you keep on giving the 70%, when you don't have 70 to give and you only got 50 to give, and even if she give a little bit more than what she usually give, now she giving 35, she gonna be looking at you be like, I'm doing more than I ever was supposed to do, but you ain't doing what you need to do because we ain't we equaling 85, not 100.
Right.
It always had to equal 100.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
It makes sense.
That's a lot.
Your philosophy is cool and it works.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm a more simple guy.
Yeah.
I'm a more respect guy. My thing is, I don't need my wife to take me out nowhere. I don't need her to buy me nothing. I don't need nothing from her but her respect. That's all I need. If I got her respect, then everything else will fall in line. She'll treat me how I want to be treated. You know what I mean? She'll do whatever I ask her to do. You know what I mean? It ain't never it'll never get technical with me. Because anything that she can do for me, I can do for myself. So you really ain't doing me no favor. What I need from her, more than anything, is respect.
Now, every man needs, the number one thing a man needs is respect.
Exactly.
But this is what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. When a woman, if a woman invests in you, got her.
For sure.
If she would invest in you, if she would use her money on you, mm-hmm. that's showing. Like a woman would give her body. Mm-hmm. which is supposed to be like what her major prize,
Yeah.
but it's not in in this day.
Yeah, the value of it is.
The value of it is way decreased.
I can go leave my wife right now and go.
A woman will a woman will
sure.
give you her body, but
Easy.
if she will pay, buy you stuff
Mm-hmm.
and think of you, to me, like if I come home, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like in fact, if my mom, if wifey come home before we end, you go hear her go, oh my God, because I got her something.
Okay.
That she didn't even she said it, that she said in passion that she wanted.
Okay.
I found it and I ordered it.
Okay.
And it got here.
Okay.
Right? That was the boxes I was picking up when I was coming in.
Okay.
All right. So, but at the same time, my girl do that for me too. If I say I want something,
right,
I could just be thinking like, man, Dad, that'd be nice. She's like, well, it'd be nice like this, like that'd be nice. Now I'd be thinking of getting it, and then it'd come in the mail. You know how great that feels.
I mean, that's nice. I get it.
You know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
get that.
I
get it.
We compete with who loves who the most.
That's interesting. Okay, and y'all do it through monetary.
It could be little things like my girl would like I got a traveling masseuse.
Okay.
We'll just come over here, set up, and then just do it.
Okay.
Like
with happy endings.
Man, I'll punch you in your face. So
this is Deshaun Watson going on.
Nah, bro. So like when we first started dating, I set her up with, you know what I'm saying, with a massage.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She enjoyed the massage and everything. Actually took lady number.
Okay.
Then one day, like, my back was on fire.
Okay.
And I was like, dude, I got to call I can say her name, Deanne.
Okay.
I got to call Deanne, man. My back was on fire. And then she must have been like, noted. The next day I came home from work. Guess who was sitting here waiting for me to come? You know what I'm saying?
That's cool, man.
That made me feel like I'm appreciated.
Yeah.
She's not just saying it.
So let me ask you, do you need that kind of stuff to feel appreciated?
Validated?
Do you need that?
The
Not
thing is,
validated, but appreciated. Do you need those kind of gestures from a woman?
Every man needs to feel appreciated.
Right.
They can feel appreciated in different ways, though.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But honestly, like you ever read that book, The Five Love Languages?
For sure.
Like, I think based on your relationship, your love language can change. Because they could be doing everything, but they're missing this one point, and then your love language would change more heavily on that area.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, after my marriage, words of affirmation, which I never need to be affirmed on anything.
Right.
But after that marriage, your boy needs to be affirmed. I need some
real ego stroke.
I needed it, bro. And she did it. You know what I'm saying?
I understand.
Like so. Do I need gifts? No, but it does show appreciation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, anything I feel is show appreciation, right?
Yeah, anything can show appreciation. But you know what I'm saying? Like, but I never been on gifts. Like my family would tell you, I'm one of the easiest but hardest people to give a gift to.
Easiest but hardest.
Yeah, because they were like, because whatever you get me, I'm happy with.
Right.
So they'll be like, what?
Thought.
Yeah, you'll be like, what? They'll be like, what you want for your birthday? I don't care. Cool. So now they thinking like, I gotta think of something. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Right. So it's easy because they know I'm gonna be. I appreciate whatever they gave me because it's the thought that counts. But it's hard because now they have to think and search instead of if I say, hey, give me some cologne or give me some of this or give me a watch or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So now they make me. They be like, okay, give us a couple of hints. Like, what's some of the things that you will? You feel what I'm saying?
Okay.
So gifts is cool, but you know what I'm saying? It's just the appreciation of it. You know what I'm saying? I don't never want to feel like I gave, because I love hard.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want to feel like I gave you everything and then I get back nothing. It was times in past relationships where on Christmas I spent the bag on it. I got back the car.
Cold-blooded.
You know what I'm saying?
That's cold-blooded. But let me ask you something.
Yeah.
Before you spent that bag, right?
Yep.
Were you being appreciated before that? Because I'm gonna tell you, personally, I ain't giving you nothing if you ain't appreciating me. You know what I mean? You ain't getting nothing from me.
But I'm a giving person though. You know what I'm saying?
So
like honestly, like as long as you know me,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Like, and we've been knowing each other for years now.
Right.
Like, have I ever gave you anything?
You have.
Right?
Yeah.
And most people in my life, I never ask for anything back or anything like that. I just like to give. If I have it to give, you probably don't get it.
So you're just naturally a giver.
I'm naturally a giver.
So if you're naturally a giver, would it matter if somebody didn't get nothing back to you?
Usually it doesn't. But when somebody is in relationship with you, you want to feel some type of appreciation.
I got you.
You want to feel like it's not just one-sided.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
How you felt.
And that's how you would end up feeling. And I'm like, and I realized I'm never gonna let anybody do this to me again.
And that's my question I was asking you initially. Before, when you decided to give her that back, right? Did you feel like this relationship was one-sided?
Like I didn't know.
You didn't know it was one-sided. So after the gift came and you didn't get nothing back.
And then I ain't getting nothing back. Like one person told me, like it was on Christmas. We went over to their parents' house and she was showing off everything I gave her. Like gave me this. Like, oh, and their parents was like, oh, what you got him? It's like me. What?
Ouch.
Return the sender.
Ouch.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want that no more.
I mean, let me run the gifts back. Take that right.
Like I was like I was like, I must have like a chump or something like that. Yeah. I really might look soft to some people.
Yeah, like, man, that's some deep stuff, bro.
That's when I knew that relationship wasn't about nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That wasn't gonna be about nothing.
Oh man. And that, you know what, that's why I say, when it comes to relationships, personally, I believe, they got this whole thing where, you always put your mate before yourself. And all that. I think that is the biggest crock of crap.
No, I like that.
I don't. And here's the reason why. Because I feel like, I believe that the only way I can treat somebody else good is if I treat myself good. If I put somebody before me and leave and trust that they do it back to me, it's not. I don't like that philosophy. I like to take care of myself first, and then I take care of mine. Behind that. So you know what I mean.
So if you're in a boat, right, and
it's sinking,
you saying bye, babe.
Hey, hello, me.
Hey, if I find help, I will come back and get you. I just,
and then we'll be cool, Just work with me,
Now, bro, I don't feel it. Hey,
that's a different situation, but
see, this is how I look at it. Like I told her, like, if I make sure you happy, and you make sure I'm happy, then we good.
So why? But
the thing is,
that's what I'm saying though. Like, do you need her?
I don't need. I don't like. Right. The thing is, when I got my girl now, I said I don't want anybody who needs me.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't want any woman who needs me.
That's a burden.
You know what I'm saying?
Wait, no.
I don't want them to need me. I don't need them to. I don't want them to need me. Because if they need me, then I am responsible for their happiness.
Oh, you talking about from that standpoint?
Yeah.
Oh, I agree.
I don't want them to need me.
I agree.
I want them to want me.
Right.
It's different.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
From that standpoint, you talk about from a giving standpoint
for life. I don't need them to need me for life.
For life. So you don't need your wife. You don't need your wife to need you for protection.
She shouldn't need me for protection.
Really?
But I am a protector.
Right, but why wouldn't she need you for protection?
Did she need me to protect her before I met her?
Heck yeah.
Is she a damsel in distress? No, she didn't need me.
Not a damsel in distress, but
right.
You don't think she would need a man to protect her? To make sure she's okay to take care of her?
No. Like, the thing is, should we protect our women? Yes. Right? But did she need me to protect her before I met her? I didn't meet somebody who just needed protection.
Right.
I met somebody who I felt I was whole myself, and somebody else was whole. And it was some things that we had to rub out together, but that we was gonna have to use each other to actually smooth us out. But I was cool, she was cool, but together we became amazing.
See, yeah, I feel you on that, but that's where that 50-50 thing.
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean? Because it ain't 50 on her. You know
she didn't need me. Like even for protection. Let's be honest. How did I meet my girl? She was one of my students in my class. I teach hand-to-hand combat, CCW, weapons training, and everything like that.
Right.
She was one of my students.
Right.
She became a advanced student.
Okay.
Like if you look at the IG, it's the chick
who's
doing all that crazy shooting and
she
stuff like that.
She wasn't getting free grades?
Yeah. No, she didn't want to get free grades.
Hey, you know, I'll be a little biased. Like,
hey, bro, you know how I am with my money, man. like when you start giving girls stuff for free, man, like the money part is gone then. Like, so, no, but she became one of my advanced students when it came to shooting.
Okay.
My girl is a 3rd-degree black belt. Like, do she really need my protection? Like, now if she'll tell
maybe you need her protection.
I don't need that. Like, now she would tell you if a situation happens, she gonna let me handle it.
Okay.
Because she know how I am.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Do I protect do I protect my girl? Everybody who know me know that's what I do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But she didn't need me to protect her.
Okay.
But she loves when I protect her.
Okay.
She don't need me to lead her, but she loves when I lead her.
Okay.
Like I told you, my girl is a boss where she at.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? She has to direct these people to do this all day. When she get home, she don't want to lead nobody no more.
I feel it.
She be like, "That's your job, baby. Do your job."
Lead.
Yeah.
Now, my wife ain't a 3rd-degree black belt. You feel me? She ain't never used a gun, nothing. So my wife need me. You know what I mean? Yeah. So maybe, your wife is equipped to take care of herself and everything.
But let's if y'all got divorced.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you no longer there. Do she need you anymore to protect her?
She would need another man.
She probably don't. She would learn how to actually protect herself.
She would survive, right?
She would survive.
Is it a difference with surviving and then another difference with, you know what I'm saying?
But the thing is, like that's why I say when they say need, like the thing is need necessitates that you can't do without.
Right.
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 And I don't think that they like when it comes to protection.
That's the problem with society now. But go ahead.
But when it I think when it comes, when I was having, like, I can't leave him because I need him. Don't love him no more. Don't want to be with the person no more.
When you look at it from that standpoint, then
but I have to because I need him.
Yeah, that's. See,
like I was having.
I ain't trying to come from that angle, but I get you. I'm following you.
So I didn't want a girl who needed me.
Okay.
Do that make sense, bro?
It makes sense, but I just think that the natural species of our being is in that kind of natural order is what I'm going on.
Oh no, I'm not talking about that because the thing is
that's the angle I'm coming from.
Yeah, because the thing is, honestly, and we could do this on another day.
Right.
When we talk about us as men and the natural order of men and how we supposed to guard, guide, and govern.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Our families. That you know what I'm saying? That's what we supposed to do. We supposed to guard, guide, and govern. Mm-hmm. You know, and part of guarding is the protection aspect of it. Right. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's our job. Right. And our job is a necessity for our family. So in our family aspect, when I decide this is the person I want to be with and this is the person who I want to bring into the family and actually create a family with, yes, my job necessitate that I must guard and you know what I'm saying, protect my family.
Right. So
yes, in that aspect, but I didn't want somebody to be like, the reason I need you is for my protection.
Right. Yeah, nah, I wasn't coming from that angle, but yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying. It makes sense. My whole thing was, is like the initial way I was trying to say. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not built on, you know, needing my wife to do anything for me or wanting my wife to do anything besides the respect thing, because everything else will just kind of fall in place. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I know all of that stuff fall under that umbrella of respect. You know, getting the gifts and the thoughtfulness and all of that stuff, but that to me, because I didn't been through that experience with other women, past marriages, all that. And you know, I'm at the point in my life where I just need you to respect me, man. If I ask you to do something, I just need you to do it. You know what I mean?
And the thing is, let's we on Subway to the next podcast that we gonna talk about respect, because I think that is the biggest thing that's actually that's plaguing black love.
It is.
In relationships.
It is.
And so, you know, our time is actually running short for the day. It went quick though.
It really did go fast, man.
So you know what I'm saying? Like, I think next time we get together, we'll come back to you. Let's talk about that. We'll segue right into respect.
That's a big. That's a big.
That's a big one, man.
That's like I need that like air.
Right, me too, bro. Cause
man,
I ain't even because if I get started, we'll go down a rabbit hole that we won't even be able to finish, man.
For sure.
And so, but thank y'all for taking time to actually talk to us from my home to yours, from our man cave to your living room.
Oh, it's my man cave too?
Yeah, this while we doing this.
It's all my man cave no more. I was gonna move in.
While we doing this, this is yours. You know what I'm saying? But you got a pretty sweet man cave yourself, bro.
For sure.
If I was a gamer,
we could probably set up.
If I was a gamer, I would be like, yes, you got the perk. Like this dude
I
right
play
here.
games. Yeah, I play games.
I don't. Like, I try.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not.
I dig it.
Like, and plus, like the ones with maps.
Oh yeah.
I'd be totally lost. I'd be totally lost.
I get it.
Yeah, I'll be the dude who y'all don't like to play with because I hide in one spot and just keep on shooting people.
The camper.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You wouldn't like me. I wouldn't do that too. That's not me.
That's all
but
good.
Again, bro, it been wonderful to have y'all a part of our experience right now. Hey, share it, like it, subscribe.